The 15 best Bridgerton episodes ranked. While the series has often divided fan opinion, especially across seasons 3 and 4, Bridgerton's trademark romance, lavish costuming, beautiful orchestrations, and gripping scandal have had viewers on the edge of their seats and eagerly awaiting the next episode. With such a presence in popular culture, Bridgerton is quickly becoming one of the defining television shows of the 2020s. Which are its best episodes. An Affair of Honor is all about gestures of love, which finally explode after Daphne, Phoebe Dynevor, and the Duke of Hastings, Simon Bassett, Regé-Jean Page, are stuck in their push-and-pull connection. The more they try to keep their fake relationship under wraps, the more they can't help but desire one another. When Daphne receives a necklace from Prince Friedrich, she secretly wishes it were Simon placing it on her. The same goes for Simon, who's equally distracted by thoughts of Daphne while he's getting pummeled in a boxing match. But their inner feelings come to life when Simon is willing to go into a duel with Anthony Bridgerton, Jonathan Bailey, for Daphne's honor. Simon may not be the best at relationships, but if there's one love language stronger than any other, it's the willingness to die for Daphne. Simultaneously, Daphne doesn't take this duel lightly, taking it upon herself to ride into the middle of it to stop the fight, even if it means risking her reputation in the middle of debutante season. It can be argued that a really good episode is one that gets people talking, and that is exactly what the Season 3 finale Into the Light did. The episode is packed full of resolutions and happy endings, but also opens up the potential for entirely new and exciting storylines moving forward. While some were disappointed about the change because of their attachment to the source material, other viewers rejoiced at the potential development of an LGBTQ+ love story for Francesca Bridgerton, Hannah Dodd, and believe it shows a positive sign of more inclusion in upcoming seasons. In a somewhat bittersweet ending, whilst the ton comes to accept Penelope, Nicola Coughlan, as Lady Whistledown, which has afforded her a happy marriage with Colin, Luke Newton, and their son. The Masquerade Ball tease ultimately set up Benedict's, Luke Thompson, Season 4 arc. Daphne and Simon's love story may have been far from a perfect fairy tale, and the Season 1 finale, After the Rain, doesn't offer every character the happy ending that they might have wished for. Still, the episode brings excitement and satisfaction as it wraps up the series' storylines, whilst heartbreak is on the cards for the Featheringtons, as Lord Featherington is murdered, and for Anthony, who is rejected by Sienna. The beloved main couple managed to end up on the same page for once, looking towards their joint future. In a flash-forward, fans were delighted to see Daphne and Simon with their son, the latter having changed his mind about having children due to the love and openness he witnessed amongst the Bridgerton family. Despite many fans rooting for Anthony and Kate Sharma, Simone Ashley, from their very first meeting, Edwina Sharma, Charithra Chandran, Kate's sister, who Anthony initially pursued, became a beloved Bridgerton character due to her kindness and positive outlook. This is evident, alongside her youthful naivety, in the episode Victory. Unable to see the growing affection between Anthony and Kate, instead reading their interactions as dislike, Edwina instructs the duo to spend time getting to know one another. This sets off a chain reaction of scandal as they share a moment in the woods and are caught in a compromising position by Daphne. Fans were delighted to not only see Daphne again, but to witness her call Anthony out on this hypocrisy, having caught her in a similar situation with Simon in Season 1. In the words of Queen Charlotte, Golda Rocheval, we begin another season. Over the past seasons, audiences have come to love Mayfair's elite and their pursuit of love. But interestingly enough, this episode begins by putting the spotlight on the very people who make the Bridgerton estate a well-oiled machine, the housemaids, under the leadership of Mrs. Wilson, Geraldine Alexander, the housekeeper and head of staff. She conducts the house like her own orchestra. Remarkable, considering how many people it takes to provide the day-to-day necessities of the aristocrats. But even lowly staff want a day off. Enter Sophie Beck, Yeren Ha, the maid at Penwood House who longs to attend the balls. While fans are used to watching these social events as cumbersome, matchmaking ordeals, seeing them through Sophie's eyes offers a fresh perspective. As someone who has never experienced opulence up close, Sophie's interest and awe are genuine. It's no wonder Benedict is so enthralled by Sophie. She'd rather pay attention to the ball decorations than the men surrounding her. Bridgerton has become known for its beautifully written and performed declarations of love between the show's main romantic pairings, and all that began with the Season 1 episode, The Duke and I. Named after the title of Julia Quinn's novel, the episode focuses on Daphne and Simon's marriage ceremony, which the two enter into based on what they believe to be convenience and duty. However, following a passionate argument, the couple confess their genuine affection towards each other, with Daphne uttering the now famous line, "I burn for you." The scene, and the episode in general, set the tone for each romance to follow Simon and Daphne, leaving them a lot to live up to in the audience's eyes. Chances are, if you have seen one single image of Anthony Bridgerton, it can be found in the Season 2 episode, An Unthinkable Fate. Despite proposing to Edwina in the previous episode, afraid of his growing feelings for Kate, episode 5 is where the jealousy and angst between Anthony and Kate really begin to grow, whilst Eloise, Claudia Jessie, experiences her first instances of potential attraction with printer's assistant Theo Sharp. Anthony is falling deeper for Kate, hating to see her enjoying a boat ride with another man. The internet swooned over Anthony as he clawed himself out of the lake, having fallen in dramatically, and when he stepped in to defend the Sharma family against Edwina's grandparents, the Sheffields. In a sea of chaos, as Eloise is accused of being Lady Whistledown by the Queen, and both the Bridgerton and Sharma families are shunned by the Ton following the disastrous wedding, comes one of the most heartwarming scenes of the entire series in Harmony. The families throw a joint ball in the hopes of earning some credibility back, but it doesn't go to plan at all. When no guests show up, Anthony doesn't let the mood drop and invites his young siblings Hyacinth and Gregory, who are not normally invited, to the dance floor. The Bridgertons, Sharmas, and Lady Danbury, Adjoa Ando, all dance happily together, with no animosity between any of them. The moment was beautiful but bittersweet, as Anthony and Kate realized the harmony between the families would not be enough in the eyes of the Ton. In a family as large and as close as the Bridgertons, there is bound to be some healthy competition between the siblings. This is shown, in the greatest way, in the Season 2 episode, A Bee in Your Bonnet, where Edwina feels out of place. Kate shows that she fits right in with the family, displaying her equally competitive nature as she attempts to best Anthony. The episode also gave the viewers a glimpse into Anthony and Violet's, Ruth Gemmell, experience of Edmund Bridgerton's death, highlighting their joint grief, but also the pressure that was placed on Anthony's shoulders and made him the man that he is. Edmund died because of a bee sting, and when Kate is also stung, sending Anthony into a panicked state, the duo are forced to recognize the beginnings of affection between them. Sophie's tragic tale reveals the bitter reality of how lives can change simply because of the lineage you were born into. Despite having a lord for a father, because she is the product of a relationship with a maid, she is not considered as pure as her stepfamily. In an instant, she is relegated from the comforts of her own home to becoming a maid, with her stepmother Araminta, Katie Long, emphasizing that she is better off working in a house than being exposed to society because of her bastard blood.